Hey everyone, Mario here, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're taking a virtual trip across the pond to good old London town. We're going to be counting down the top 5 places you absolutely have to visit when you're there. Let's get into it, shall we? First up, we're stepping into the hallowed halls of the British Museum, a place so packed with history, you'll think you've fallen into a time machine. Imagine walking through corridors where every corner holds a piece of the past, waiting to tell its story. We're talking ancient Egyptian mummies, the Rosetta Stone, and enough Roman artifacts to make you think you've wandered onto the set of Gladiator. It's like stepping into a blockbuster movie, but with real, tangible history. Listen, you could spend days in this place and still not see everything. Every exhibit is a doorway to another era, another civilization. You've got Egyptian pharaohs staring you down, their eyes seemingly following you as you move. Greek statues that would make Michelangelo jealous, their intricate details capturing the essence of human form and beauty. And enough historical treasures to make Indiana Jones blush. Seriously, it's like a treasure trove that keeps on giving. It's a good thing they have those little maps, because otherwise you'd be wandering around for days, bumping into mummies and tripping over centuries-old pottery. The layout is a labyrinth of history, each turn revealing something new and fascinating. And speaking of centuries-old pottery, don't even get me started on the gift shop. It's dangerous, mate, dangerous. You walk in thinking you'll just browse and walk out with bags full of historical replicas. I mean, who doesn't need a replica of the Rosetta Stone on their coffee table, right? It's a conversation starter for sure. Or a miniature Egyptian sarcophagus to store your loose change. It's quirky, it's fun, and it's a piece of history you can take home. But in all seriousness, the British Museum is a must-see for any visitor to London. It's not just a museum, it's an experience, a journey through the annals of time. It's a journey through time, a celebration of human history, and a reminder that even though we may speak different languages and come from different cultures, we're all connected by this crazy thing called humanity. The artifacts here are a testament to our shared past. Plus, it's a great place to get out of the rain if you happen to be in London during a typical drizzle. The museum offers a cozy refuge where you can lose yourself in history. Trust me, you'll thank me later. The memories you'll make here are priceless. Just remember to wear comfy shoes, pack a snack, and maybe download a compass app on your phone, just in case you get a little too caught up in the wonders of the ancient world. Moving on. Next up on our London adventure, we're heading to a place that's seen it all, the Tower of London. This ain't just some castle, folks. This place has served as a royal palace, a treasury, and even a prison over the centuries. Imagine the stories these walls could tell if they could talk. Talk about a multi-purpose building. From housing kings and queens to imprisoning traitors, this place has seen the best and worst of times. Of course, the big draw here is the crown jewels. We're talking some serious bling, people. Diamonds the size of pigeons, gold that would make King Midas jealous, and enough sparkle to make your eyes water. These treasures have been the symbol of the British monarchy for centuries. I'm not saying I considered pulling a heist, but I did spend a good 5 minutes staring at the security cameras trying to figure out the best escape route. Just kidding. Or am I? But the Tower of London isn't all about glitz and glamour. It's also got a bit of a dark side, with a history that includes everything from imprisonment and torture to, well, you know, the old chop chop. Many famous figures met their end here, adding a layer of intrigue and mystery. But hey, that's history for you, right? A little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and a whole lot of stories to tell. The tower is like a living, breathing history book. While you're there, make sure to say hello to the beefeaters, those iconic guards in their fancy red outfits. They're a wealth of information about the tower's history, and they're always up for a chat. These guys know all the secrets and legends that make the tower so fascinating, and speaking of messing with the guards, whatever you do, don't try to touch the crown jewels. I learned that one the hard way. Trust me, those jewels are well guarded for a reason. Let's just say those security guards don't have much of a sense of humor. They're there to protect some of the most valuable items in the world after all. But hey, at least I got a good story out of it, right? It's all part of the experience. So, whether you're a history buff, a lover of all things shiny, or just someone who enjoys a good ghost story, the Tower of London is a must-see. There's something here for everyone. Just remember to bring your imagination, your sense of adventure, and maybe a spare pair of pants, you know, just in case you get spooked by one of those royal ghosts. Moving on. Alright folks, no trip to London is complete without a visit to Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the Queen herself. This iconic landmark is not just a symbol of the British monarchy, but also a testament to the grandeur and history that London has to offer. Now, I didn't actually get to have tea with Her Majesty, but I did manage to snag a selfie with one of the guards. Sort of. These guards are famous for their stoic demeanor and unwavering focus, making them the perfect, albeit unresponsive, selfie partners. Let's just say I'm lucky those guys are trained not to move a muscle, or I might have ended up with a bayonet in my selfie stick. Their discipline is truly something to behold, and it adds to the mystique and allure of the palace. Buckingham Palace is like something out of a fairy tale. With its sprawling gardens, intricate architecture, and regal presence, it feels like stepping into a storybook. It's grand, it's majestic, and it's got more windows than I could count. Not that I tried, because, math. Each window seems to hold a piece of history, a glimpse into the lives of the royals who have called this place home. And the guards, don't even get me started on the guards. Their precision and dedication are nothing short of impressive. Those tall, furry hats, those stoic expressions, those shiny buttons, they're like something out of a Disney movie, only, real. The uniforms are steeped in tradition, each detail meticulously maintained. And speaking of real, the changing of the guard ceremony is something you absolutely cannot miss. It's a spectacle that combines military precision with a sense of pageantry. It's like a military parade, a synchronized dance routine, and a history lesson all rolled into one. The ceremony is a vivid reminder of the rich traditions that continue to thrive in modern-day Britain. Just be prepared for some crowds because everyone and their grandmother wants to get a glimpse of this iconic event. The atmosphere is electric, with tourists from all over the world gathering to witness this timeless tradition. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mario, did you try to get the Queen to join you for a carpool karaoke? The idea might sound far-fetched, but hey, a tourist can dream, right? And the answer, my friends, is classified. Some secrets are best kept under wraps, adding to the allure and mystery of the royal experience. What I can tell you is that I may or may not have sung a rousing rendition of God Save the Queen outside the palace gates. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy, and who knows, maybe Her Majesty heard me and smiled. Whether Her Majesty heard me or not is a secret I'll take to the grave. Moving on. But one thing's for sure, a visit to Buckingham Palace is an experience you'll never forget. From the grandeur of the palace itself to the timeless traditions of the guards, it's a slice of British history that everyone should experience at least once. Now, for all you thrill seekers out there, we're heading to the London Eye, a giant Ferris wheel that offers breathtaking views of the city. Now, I'll admit, I'm not the biggest fan of heights. In fact, I get a little queasy just thinking about being up that high. But trust me, the view from the top is worth facing your fears. Plus, they have those little capsules that are totally enclosed, so you don't have to worry about dropping your phone or, yourself. Seriously, the London Eye is like a giant bubble of joy floating above the city. You hop in, it slowly lifts you up, and then bam! London's laid out before you like a giant urban tapestry. You can see everything from the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben to St. Paul's Cathedral and the Shard. It's enough to make you want to burst into song. Or maybe that was just me, still buzzing from my Buckingham Palace karaoke session. But even if you're not a fan of heights, the London Eye is still worth a visit. The capsules are spacious and comfortable, and the ride is slow and gentle, so you don't have to worry about getting that roller coaster feeling in your stomach. Plus, it's a great way to get your bearings in the city and see all the major landmarks from a unique perspective. And hey, if you're feeling really adventurous, you can even book a private capsule for a special occasion. Moving on. Last but not least, we're finishing our London adventure in Camden Market, a haven for all things quirky, cool, and creative. We're talking vintage clothes, handmade jewelry, street food from every corner of the globe, and enough people-watching opportunities to last you a lifetime. I mean, where else can you find a mohawk-sporting punk rocker haggling over the price of a vintage leather jacket next to a group of tourists trying to decide which exotic food stall to hit up first? Camden Market is like a sensory overload in the best possible way. The sights, the sounds, the smells. It's an assault on your senses, but in a good way, Like you're walking down the street and you're surrounded by buskers playing everything from reggae to rockabilly, while the smell of curry wafts through the air, and you're trying to decide whether to buy that tie-dye t-shirt or that hand-painted leather bag. It's enough to make your head spin, but in a good way. And the food. Don't even get me started on the food. Camden Market is a foodie's paradise, with everything from classic British fare like fish and chips to international delights like Thai curry, Ethiopian injera, and Argentinian empanadas. But Camden Market isn't just about food and shopping, it's also a hub for art, music, and alternative culture. You'll find street art around every corner, live music spilling out of pubs and clubs, and a general vibe that's just a little bit rebellious, a little bit edgy, and a whole lot of fun. Moving on. So there you have it, folks, my top 5 must-visit places in London. From history and culture to food and fashion, London's got something for everyone. I hope this video has inspired you to book your own London adventure. And hey, if you do, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'm always up for hearing about your travel plans. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more travel tips, funny stories, and maybe even a few more karaoke sessions. Until next time, cheers, mates.